Hi, it's Lisa Cuneo, and welcome to my scrapbook table. Today I'm making a wedding card, and I am using a whole bunch of Distress and Distress Oxides, which if you want to know which ones, you can pause that and look at them. I have this 2004 Stampin' Up! Set. It's called, I believe this one is Summer by the Sea, and then I'm using this one with a sentiment. I was going to use two of them, but I only ended up using one, and it said the best love story is the one you write together. And that's a great sentiment for this card. The couple getting married, and by the time I'm voicing this over, they got married a couple days ago, are, I think they're both in their 50s or 60s, and both been married before, found each other after a long time alone, each of them. And it's a sweet story. We enjoyed seeing them grow together. So I am going to stamp this. It's one of this stamp set and the one that goes with it are two of my favorites. I cannot bear to part with them, even though I have gotten rid of stamps many times since I've had these. I think I will keep these. So now I'm using pumice stone and Distress Oxide to create a little bit of sandy area that they're sitting in. And then I'm going to add some grassy area to it with, I think I used peeled paint for the grass. When I started out, I did not intend to use that many colors, but that's how it turned out. So this is the only time I have ever wished that I owned masking fluid. I would have painted the masking fluid over that image, done better inking, and then taken the masking fluid off and saved the image like it is. But I didn't have masking fluid, and I needed this card the next day. So I decided the best way, I am not good at painting entire scenes and having them look nice. So I decided I would deliberately make this kind of blotchy and streaky. And I'm sorry I missed filming the blue and part of that yellow. I don't know what happened. And I go back and forth several times, but this is just to represent a sandy area with some grassy spots in it, then some water, and then a sunset, and then kind of a dark sky above the sunset. So I have some scrap there that I'm blotting my blending brushes off with so I don't get too many dark places. I like that there's a couple, but I didn't want too many dark spots on here. And while it's not an amazing card, I still am happy with it, and I hope the happy couple enjoyed the card. So I wanted the sky to be dark, and then I do go back and add more color in some places. I even added a bit, I think I added a little bit of Villainous Potion at the very top there. Oh no, that must have been Blueprint Sketch. And now I decide I need more variation in the yellow part. So I add some more yellow, I add some more orange, and even off camera, I did a little bit more yellow and orange to make that a little bit, have a little bit more color variation, because sunsets are lots of different colors that are fading into one another. And so I think you'll see that in the still shot. This card didn't take very long once I decided what I was going to do. I just kind of took my time with the painting, adding little bits of ink, and then going back and adding more. You can always add more, but if you add too much, then you're kind of stuck with it. So that's why I went very lightly at first and then went back and added little layers of more color as I went through. So you'll see in a moment that, oh, now it's time to stamp the sentiment. And I think, yeah, this one says the best love story is the one you write together, which I may have already said that. I don't remember. And I just use my Misty because on sentiments, inevitably, if I don't use my Misty, I mess them up. And this way I can always stamp it twice to get a nice impression. I'm sorry I'm off screen there a bit. But I mounted the card, the painted part, on with a tiny border of black. And then I have this Uncharted Mariner that I just used ink to do the edges of. It's one of my favorite colors. And then I wanted this to have dimension, so I just got some fun foam out. And when I do fun foam, I use both ATG and liquid. I just find that works best for me. And that goes on here, and this is just about done. There will be a still shot at the end. I hope you like the card. I'm sorry about my messy hair getting in the way there. And I hope that you get to play with your supplies, either making a card or scrapbooking something very soon. And here is where I thought about adding this to the center, but it just seemed too small for that big space. This is a 5x7 card. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you will subscribe. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.